So you can't
Shame on
name
you.
anything either. No city,
Shame
no
on you.
state, no anything, right?
No.
But if they the first on earth, wouldn't they be smart? We should have some type of proof
Proof of what?
that they are smart enough to do something good or support someone that's good over the last 60 to 70 years. One of them, somebody would have done something.
There's things done every day, but to suppress. You know, come on. Things. They're young children, black and white, who have probably come up with things that are good, that are intelligent.
But we just don't know about it.
Yes.
But then it doesn't exist then.
Well, if you don't know about it,
I
it doesn't
noticed
exist.
that with black people, the smart ones you're talking about, they can't even get into the average college because they're not smart enough. They need affirmative action. I did a story recently where black people could not pass the air traffic control test. So Jesse Jackson organization, according to the story, and the black air traffic control union or something like that, they got together and got with the air traffic controllers and decided that they were going to let black people cheat on the air traffic controller test and then hold back the whites and Asian and others who were smarter and more qualified because blacks were not smart enough to pass the test. And so now when you fly back home, there's a possibility you're going to be on a plane. There's some black pilot.
I don't like to fly.
So what? You don't fly?
I don't like to fly.
I don't blame you.
Yeah.
Especially nowadays. Because
This guy, where'd you get him from? This guy.
because that
I like
pilot,
your humor. Your humor's good.
Can you see coming in for a landing down in from
Oh, here we go. Everybody here's laughing. It's ridiculous.
Can you see coming in for a landing and you have this black air traffic controller, the pilot like, air traffic control, about to land. Which landing?
He didn't even get to the joke yet. It's funny.
Like, which landing?
Oh, goodness.
Land should I come in on, number 1 or number 2?
Is this going to be aired in Harvard or Princeton, you think, this
All
show?
over the world.
Oh, Lord. I was born at night, but not last night. Okay?
And so the air traffic controller say, Mr. Pilot, come in on landing row 1, and then he get ready to land.
Right.
And then he'll have another plane landing. And like, no, air traffic controller, that's the wrong one. And this is black person that didn't pass the test. Oh Lord, that was a mistake. I ain't mean to tell you land. Go on 2.
Call the Panthers. Take care of him.
Wouldn't that be a mess? So if black people are so smart, why do they need affirmative action?
This is a white cup. Why didn't you give me a black cup?
Oh, next time I will.
Okay.
Did you get into MIT and USC based on affirmative action?
No, I did not.
You did not? How do you know?
Well, California.
Well, you look black, like a black Indian.
Well, yeah. Well, California.
How do you know you didn't get in on affirmative action? Because you don't even know what it means to have anger.
I had similar stats as a white student in my high school.
How you know?
I did better than him.
You didn't have to do better. You're black.
But I did.
But they probably just let you pass anyway because you're color. Do you believe in affirmative action?
I do.
You do. Why?
Well, because I think it's important that smart students are exposed to people of other races.
But smart students don't use or need affirmative action. And most black students get in based on their blackness.
White students and Asian students need affirmative action.
So I believe that the only reason they get in because of their color, not because of their ability.
Well, you have a subset of students who would do well at top universities, which would include a bunch of black students.
How would you know, though, if they got their affirmative action?
Well, they're doing well there right now.
No, how would you know? They let them pass anyway because they're black.
Well, it doesn't matter if they succeed there, does it?
No. It matters if they earn their way.
Well, they are there now and they're earning their way.
But they're only there because of affirmative action.
But it's more difficult to pass through a college like MIT than it is to pass high school.
Not on base of affirmative action. I know other graduates from MIT who are black, and I'm not sure if they pass on their own merits. I think they just got
You think there's affirmative action in the grading scale within MIT?
Yes.
That's not how this works.
Otherwise, how would blacks get in there?
Well, once they're already there,
How would they get in, though, if it went for affirmative action?
by being smart.
No,
Yes.
black people are not smart.
Like they can't be?
They're not. They can be, but they're not.
They can be.
Yes, if they
So-
didn't have any help from affirmative action.
If you imagine this as a bell curve over all the subset of black people, there will be some that are qualified and smart.
But I wouldn't know that, though, because of affirmative action based on color.
Well,
you
if that
just had the
subset is,
Asian
if
kids
that's,
suing at a school in Michigan because they were being discriminated against and letting the blacks get in who are dumb and can't afford it.
the class size at
Merit.
Harvard or MIT is about 1,000 students.
Not
If
because
there-
they're earning it.
If there are 1,000 black students that are smart enough to have earned it, wouldn't you be able to let them all in?
But they're not earning it
How would they not be earning it?
because of affirmative action.
You have 1,000
Like
smart
you
black
believe in
students.
affirmative action, right?
Yes.
I don't believe that you're earning your way. I think they're letting you in because you look black, even though you look like an Indian, but you look black too, and they let you through because of your color. I
Well,
guarantee you.
that mode of
because
belief-
you didn't even know if you had anger or not, so that's not very smart.
That mode of belief depends on the idea that you can rank intrinsically every single student in the United States.
Every black
And
one,
some of them won't be equal to others.
we would never know that though because affirmative action is in the way.
Well, affirmative action isn't in the way.
It is though. I went to a graduation at one of the major schools in the country, and I told the blacks, I don't believe you guys graduated because you earned it. I believe you got in and graduated because you were black.
Well,
and
you're-
if you
you're
notice,
combining
with black,
getting
women,
in with
black men
graduating.
and women, they have to lower the scales to let them in. Even your SAT scores doesn't have to be as high as normal people. And when you get into school, you don't have to make the same grades. Down in Ohio, the black men and women who wanted to be a police officer could not make a C on the test. And so they said, okay, if you can make a D, you can become a police officer in Ohio, Dayton, Ohio. And they can make a D. So it's okay, we'll lower it to an F. If you could just make an F on the test. And so they lowered it to an F for the blacks.
Yeah, earlier there you said blacks don't have to do the same as normal people.
Right.
Black people are normal people.
No,
They are people.
but yeah, they're people, but not normal.
They are normal
What's
people.
normal about them?
They exist.
No, what's normal about them?
They're humans.
What normal
There's
about
nothing special
They beg
about
and they
black
blame
people.
and they complain and they get angry. They can't handle criticism. They're on an ego trip. The average people are not like that.
I'm confused how you're applying all these characteristics to people based entirely on the color of their skin.
I may not know my flowers, but I know black people. If they allow school vouchers, would that give the blacks a family a
No,
way out?
I'm not a believer in school choice. I think
So
that
you
voucher
want them
programs
stuck in
and
the
charter.
public school?
No, I want the government to redistribute funds in a way that yields better outcomes.
So you want the blacks in public schools. That's why you're not for school vouchers?
No, I want every public school to be elevated to
But
a
that's
level
not
where
gonna,
they.
that's
Yeah,
not going
why
to
not?
happen.
Why not?
Because it's a government school. The government never going to take care of you.
Well, I believe that the government should take.
Did
care
you have a
of us.
question for me?
I forgot what it was.
Oh.
Wait, what were we talking about? Oh, the families, right? We were talking about like
Did you
black
have
families.
a
and-
father and mother in your home? Were you
Yes.
raised by two parents?
Yeah.
Do you think life would have been different for you had you not been raised by two parents?
Probably, yeah.
Okay. So if blacks were to get married, stop having 77% of the children
let's
out
ask-
of wedlock,
Yeah.
would they have a better life?
Okay, answer this though. Why?
Would they have a better life
But
first?
why?
I
Yes, they
answered
would.
that.
Why?
Why what?
Why are black people having 77% of African American children are born out of
77% of
wedlock?
black
Why?
children are born to black women who are citizens of this country because
Why?
they have no morals.
What, they have no morals?
Yeah.
That's a interesting accusation. Is there any data to back up that claim?
I don't need data. I just need my eyes.
Okay, all right.
They have no
so you have
moral.
your feelings. You
Because
have your
in the
feels
no,
over
not feelings.
reals.
No. When I was growing up, black men and women got married.
That's
That made a difference. They worked hard. That made a difference. They didn't get free stuff from the government.
Are you familiar with
That
what
made a
anecdotal
difference.
evidence is?
And they didn't have affirmative action based
Okay.
on color.
He black.
It's amazing. He black. He black and slow, I don't know. He black.